Everyone, this will be my last new seed video haul. I didn't get a ton of seeds last year. I have plenty that I have to go through, but there was a couple things I wanted to get from MIgardener that I got last year that just to fill in some wants. And then over the next couple years, because I am saving seeds, I'm trying to go through all my seeds and see what I like and what I don't like. So in the future, hopefully I either have certain ones that I save or I know what to order, and then I can of course order new seeds that I've never tried. So yeah, this will probably be the last new one for a while. But MIgardener has a lot of good seeds for a good price with not a lot of seeds because I don't need that many seeds in my container gardening. So the price is really great from them. So the first thing I got was some new peas. We've gotten where we really love snap peas. And I did regular peas, regular shelling peas. And I'm fine with them. But for my family, it hasn't really been their favorites. But I thought what I would go for is some tender, like sweet peas for like salads and stuff, like when they're small. This one I got is actually a blue shelling snow pea. Yeah, like the snow peas. I've never done the snow peas. But this one you can either harvest it early or later as a shelling pea, but I thought I'd want to try it earlier to have in like salads and stuff, and I thought the color would be fun to try, as well as a golden sweet pea, which is also good for Greg, which is also good to have early. That's when they're the most tender. Come on. So, and that one's yellow. So I thought those two would be fun to have, just to see if I liked, because we have snow peas every once in a while, but not a ton. So I thought maybe it'd be a good way to try and add more of that to our diet. And the next one is the Waltham 29 broccoli. It's a popular heirloom. I've actually ordered it before, but this from a different company. And the seed packet was like open and half the seeds fell out, and I had a hard time getting the seeds going, so I thought it would be good to try as a new pack, because the Dashiko broccoli I know grows good here, and my kid, that's their favorite broccoli, so I do have that, but that's really the only one I've successfully grown. So I'm just going to try another one, because the one I've been growing is sprouting. It's like has one good head and then it continuously sprouts. This one, it says it has side shoots after as well. And it has large dark green heads. So maybe this one will be good to keep. And then I also got 2 new beans. There was this bean, and I'm pretty much going through the rest of the seeds this year. I've saved the seeds before, but they're a hybrid, so I don't think they'll necessarily be true every time. So but they're called the mellow yellow bean, and I wanted to find another yellow bean that maybe I could save the seeds for that I like, because that so far has been my favorite bean. And this one is a top-notch golden wax bush bean. Oh yeah, and all my beans are bush beans. It's just easier in the container that I found to have those. And they're supposed to be tender, crisp pods and resistant to common bean diseases. So I thought that would be a cool one to try, as well as the royal burgundy bean. I do have like a Tanya pink bean. I have dragon tongue, but I have yet to do the burgundy. And this is another bush one as well. This is the bush version. And I've heard of this one before. I know it's very popular, so I thought that would be fun to have. So with the bush beans I have the mellow yellow bean, I have the Tanya's peak pod, and I have the dragon tongue bean. But I'm also growing this year. So last year, my mother-in-law gave me a bean that works really well for her, and they're called striker bush beans. And I also got from a local seed company, from a local garden store. They have seeds that work good in the area that you like go in and you buy it by like the pound, half pound, and they had tender red bush beans. So I got those two to try, and we'll see if those are good. But I thought these would be good, fun ones to add later on. I don't know if I'll try those this year, but definitely excited to have those. And I also got another melon. This is supposed to be a very sweet cantaloupe. It's a French variety. It's the Prescott Fond Blanche melon. And it says on here it's supposed to be the sweetest cantaloupe you ever taste. It's 4 melons per plant. And I really enjoy cantaloupes, and I want to find a really good one. I've been having issues with melons, but that's more me than the plants so far. But hopefully if I get better, because I've gotten a lot of hits from a lot of people on here on the best things to do. Hopefully if I get better with that, I can at least figure out what melons do good in my area. So I wanted to add this to my melon stuff because I'm mainly going to grow watermelons and cantaloupes. I have gotten little melons in the past, and they were fun, like the vine peach, which was good as an apple substitute in pies, and the tiger melon, which wasn't a very strong flavor, but it wasn't bad. But I found that what I really want is just a supply of like cantaloupes and watermelons for the summer. So hopefully I can get better at doing that. The next thing I got was a cucumber. And this is an Ashley cucumber. It's supposed to be disease resistant, heat tolerant, and less susceptible to powdery mildew. And they're supposed to be good for salads, pickles, and fresh eating. So it's like, oops. So it's a really versatile cucumber. I have sage seeds from Straight 8. I might do those again this year. But I have a couple that I wanted to try as well this year. One was the Carolina cucumber that I think I showed in my last video from the Seed Savers Exchange. And I have a couple small pickle, gherkins and pickling cucumbers that I still have. But I thought this would be a nice addition because cucumbers are great. It's just they don't last long in my area once the heat comes in and the powdery mildew starts. So this, I think, will be good to add. And I also got peppers. One is a Fresno chili pepper. It's like a medium heat, similar to jalapenos. And they're supposed to be slightly sweet and fruitier tasting when fully ripe. And they're supposed to be, I'm trying to think what foods. It says it's good for salsas, sauces, and salads. There was something particular I wanted it for, but I can't think of what it is now. And then I also got the freckled plum pepper, which is a bell pepper. I am growing more bell peppers this year. I don't know if I'll be able to fit this one in, but I'm growing a chocolate cake I have because that did not go good last year. California Wonder, because I've had those seeds and I haven't grown them yet. And also, which I think I got from MIgardener as well, a sun bright pepper. So I don't know if I'll be able to fit these in, but I'm trying to grow more bell peppers this year because so far they haven't been very. I had a problem with peppers last year. The year before was good. It was just not a great year last year. I had to succession sow some peppers because a lot of them ended up being stunted and they weren't taking up the nutrients like they should. And so I ended up with one bell pepper plant last year and it hardly produced. It was an albino one. But again, like it was just a bad year. So I can't say if that was the year, the plant, or me. Not yet. So I figured I need to grow a couple different bell peppers and see which ones do good if this turns out to be a good year so I can have a better idea because I do want to have some bell peppers. I love all different kinds of peppers. Shishitos are my favorite. We do like pepperoncinis and banana peppers for pickling. I do want peppers for making paprika and crushed red pepper, but I definitely like because bell peppers are so versatile, and there are a lot of sweet peppers that do okay that I might end up substituting, but I do just like bell peppers, ripened bell peppers. So we'll see if I can have a better idea this year. And then the last things are tomatoes. I know I have a problem. I already have hundreds of seeds of tomatoes. And I really don't need more, but these were some that I was like, no, maybe I should. This is the pineapple pig. It's um, it's a patterned red and marbled one. It's supposed to be sweet and sour, and it tastes like a tomato but has pineapple and citrus tones. I'm growing a couple red and yellow tomatoes. I'm trying to find my favorite one. I don't find yellows to be my absolute favorite tomatoes to have, so I don't grow a lot of them. But I am trying to grow a couple each year to see which ones I prefer. This year, I know I'm growing a Dr. Weechees. I'm growing a couple dwarf tomatoes. I'm wondering if I have a yellow red one now. I'm gonna have to look and see. And then these two are currant tomatoes. I grew, was it Mexico midget last year, and they were really small and cute tomatoes. And I thought, I should fill in that gap in my yard of small, just like to have it like the front door. I mean the back door, because I do backyard container gardening. Um, Something like the first thing to see. I think that would be fun, and of course they'll probably be the first tomatoes um, to develop probably. And they're so small that they're just great snack. They would just be great for snacking. I don't think you can really do much anything else with them except, if someone's there, that's something you can grab for them real quick while you're walking around the garden, or just sitting on the back porch, or just for yourself, I guess, to snack around the garden. But I thought that would be fun to have. And then the last thing, so I have this year, I'm not growing as many orange. I grew more oranges last year. Cherry tomatoes do not seem to be a problem for me with the containers. The bigger ones are. I am going to, try and combat that this year. But when it comes to cherry tomatoes, I have all different colors. I'm just trying to fill the gaps on the different colors to have, and trying to find my favorite ones, because cherry tomatoes they're abundant even on a bad year. Like last year was a bad year and I still had so many cherry tomatoes. In fact, like I just went through the rest of them like a week ago. I had picked a bunch green at the end of the season and I had like a bucket full, and we've been slowly going through them as they've been ripening. Maybe, was it 2 buckets full? Yeah, it was just, they're very plentiful, and I have all different colors, but I do not have an orange with dark shoulders. So I got the dark orange muscat to try and fill it out, because I do have like multiple colors. I have the red and orange. I have light yellow, dark yellow. But I don't have this. I did have a lighter yellow one that was a free seed that I might have to grow that does have anthos shoulders, but it's more of a light yellow and had other colors. So this would be the only one that has that's like a red with like a dark hue at the top, but not really antho. It might be antho. It's hard to tell, but I thought this would be a fun one to have and to try. And that's it for my MIgardener haul. In the next couple weeks, I'll be going over what plants I am planning to have in the garden this year, because I've already made out the list. So a lot of this stuff probably will not be in my garden this year, or they might make it like the peas and stuff. I might be able to sneak in now, or maybe wait for the fall with some of this stuff. But a lot of it will probably have to be till next year, because I have big dreams, but I have a small garden space. But I am still amazingly able to fit a lot in. And I'm trying to be smarter about how I do stuff. So we'll see if it turns out good this year. But thank you guys for watching, and I hope your garden plans are good.